Hi, this is Bill Watkins. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes and looking into the Word of God with me today. We're still in 1 Peter chapter 1. He says at the end of verse 7 that there's glory at the revelation of Jesus Christ. And then beginning in verse 8, he says, whom not having seen you love, though now you do not see him, yet believing you rejoice with joy inexpressible and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, the salvation of your souls. I find it interesting that what he's saying here is that there were people that he wrote to then who had never seen the Lord, and yet they loved him. Now, some of the people that lived in that time had seen the Lord and loved him. Thomas saw the Lord and loved him, and yet found it difficult to believe until he could put his hand in his side. And Jesus said, blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. There is evidence in the Word of God to show us that Jesus is everything that he claimed to be. In John chapter 20, verses 30 and 31, John said, many other signs therefore did Jesus in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book. But these are written that you might believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that believing you might have life in his name. I don't see him, yet I believe. What does that do for me? It does for me what it did for people in the first century. We rejoice with joy inexpressible and full of glory. This world is heading toward somewhere, and where it's heading for us is toward the return of Jesus Christ. And I know that at the end of it all, when all the trials are over, when all the battles have been fought, I will receive the end of my faith, and you too, the salvation of your souls. We were headed toward destruction, and Jesus saved us. And not just from destruction, but for a glorious future beyond the ability of the heart to imagine. We're going home. Rejoice today. Thanks for watching.